me quickly? Teacher.
Sorry, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please. No? Please go ahead.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lê Tuấn Minh. I am 28 years old. Now I am the salesman, and I live in Traverse City, south of Vietnam. Okay. For the question, in my feelings, I feel it's not difficult to get the driver license in my country. You should learn around 3 months, and you will have the test to get the license.
Okay, so you just you need to know all the road signs and the rules of the road, right?
Can you repeat it? It's hard to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying, so you have to learn, you just have to know the answers to all and you will pass.
Okay.
Let me try something, man. Let me try something. Can you hear me a bit better now? Was it the same, man? Is it any better? Yes. So you were saying it's not too difficult to have to pass the test, right? The driver's test.
Yeah. It's not difficult.
Not difficult. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Min. All right. So let us now, Dan, it's your turn to introduce yourself. Tell us, what do you think about the driver's license test in your country, or not?
Yes. It is easy to get a driver license in my country.
Okay. So tell me, Dan, how do you get it? Do you do a test first or not? Do you do a learner's first?
Yes, yes I do. I learn test first.
Okay. And then afterwards, when you're ready, you go for the driving test, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. It's good to hear that it's not, in my country, it's quite difficult. A lot of people fail it the first time, and sometimes even the first few times they fail it. T, it's your turn. T, please go ahead.
Yes. Answer the question. I think that it is difficult to get a driver license in my country because the first you must to have enough age. In Vietnam is 18 age. The second, you must have enough health standards, and after that you have to take a driving test to get a driver license.
Oh, okay. So you must have good health. You say T, so you must be healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, T.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that in most countries there are rules about health. There are some conditions that where you're not allowed to drive. And it's your turn. Please go ahead, Cool.
Yes, good evening, teacher.
Evening.
The first question I teach, I use this because in my country you have to take a driving test, include theory test and practice tests to get a driver's license.
Okay. So do you do a parking test as well as part of the driver's test? Do you also do a parking test?
Yes, parking test.
Parking.
Yes, parking test. I think the test is a little difficult. Yeah.
Okay, yes. The same in my country. We also have to do the parking test, and then you go out on the road with the instructor, and they are very strict. You know, they've got a lot of things on their notepad, and they're writing things down. They're very strict. Thank you, Cool. So yes, for some people, I think it's a case of some people find it easier to pass than others. But, you know, some people are just naturally very good drivers. Good. So let's have our free talk now. You're going to take a driving test, ask your brother or your sister for some advice. So maybe they have taken it already, so they can give you some tips. And student A, you are the brother or the sister, talk with him or her. So yes, of course, for some people they get very nervous when they have to take a driving test because they are so scared, they don't want to fail. So they might need a little bit of help, maybe get some tips on what they can do. So Min, we'll start with you as student A, please, Min. And then Dan, you can be student B.
Okay, nice to meet you, Đặng.
Nice to meet you, Minh.
Okay, I am going to take a driving test in next week. Lee give me some advice to have a good test.
Yes. And do you should practicing for every day in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you should exercise with 4 or 5 hours a day to overcome a test.
And I have a worry that's now I practice with one car, but when I do test, I will take another car. I worry that I cannot have a good feeling with the other cars. Do you have something to overcome that?
Do you don't it's so easy, you don't worry, and you should spend more time practicing before taking the test, and driving test. Yes.
and
Are you okay?
and it's and how about the theory test? It's the paper test. Do you have some tip about that?
You should read read a lot, read so much by picture um, and listen by the sound. It's so easy.
Okay, thanks for your advice. I will try to. For now, I see have the app on the smartphone that can help me to learn the theory very fast. I think I will choose this way to learn. Yeah, and yes, I will try to practice more and more before the driving test. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for your advice.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lynn and Dan. A tip for anyone who's worried about the car, the best tip I could give is, you know, a lot of people, it's a good idea sometimes to go through a driving school. So driving schools, they help people, they teach people how to drive. And if you go through a driving school, you can always use their car. So the car you're practicing in is the same car you use in your test. And that can help, because I do understand that having to drive a different car, it's quite, it does worry you a little bit on the day of your test. Next up we'll have T. You can be student A, please, T, and Cook, student B.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Kong. How are you?
Hello, Miss. I'm fine, thank you. And you? How are you?
I am so. Thank you. I am going to take a driving test next week. Next week, I am so worried. Can you tell me some advice, Mr. Glenn?
Yes. How long have you been practicing?
I take the driving test next week.
Do you worry about the theory test or practice test?
Yeah. I am so worried about my driving test.
Driving test. Yeah. I think you should spend more time practicing before taking test in the lesson.
I think that test is not difficult. How come down?
Yeah. Yeah, I think first in the morning you should be eating enough and before last night you should be sleep well and in enough time before the driving test. Yeah. And you should be focused in driving test. I think so. You should be pass the test.
Yes, I see. Thank you for this advice. Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes.
Good. Thank you very much. All right, I see there's a bit of a delay, which is affecting things. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to unmute my mic. All right, so students, it is unmuted again. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of a delay in the classroom, and it is causing a few problems. Sorry about that. But yes, you mentioned some important parts of the test, the theory and the practical. So theory is always the knowledge. So here you get tested on how well you know the rules of the road and all the road signs. And the practical, that is when you actually have to drive, you have to park, and also show the instructor or the tester that you know how to drive properly and you know what to do when you are on the road. Good. So next up we are going to read the dialogue. There's a bit of a delay, we'll just wait for it. Okay, Tracy and Bob. I've heard you are getting a driver's license. Yeah, I want to get it before this semester begins. That's nice. When do you plan to take the driving test then? I'm taking it today. Oh really? How long have you been practicing? I have been practicing for over a month. Have you bought a car? Not yet, but I'm getting one if I pass the test today. So Bob is excited, I think, about getting his driver's license. So we'll start with Kung. You can read for Tracy, please, Kung. And then you can read for Bob.
Yes. I have heard you are getting a driver's license.
Yeah, I want to get it before this semester begins.
That's nice. When do you plan to take the driving test then?
I'm taking it today.
Oh, really? How long have you been practicing?
I have been practicing for over a month.
Have you bought a car?
Not yet, but I am getting one if I pass the test today.
Nicely done. Thank you very much, Kung and Min. And now I'd like T, I'd like you to read for Tracy and Dan for Bob.
Yes. I've had you getting a driver license.
Yeah.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, I'm just seeing what's going on here. Sorry, it seems like Dan's mic is not unmuted. My apologies. Let me try again. Alright, let's try now, Dan. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Yes.
Yes. Let's begin.
I've had you getting your driver license.
Yes, I want to get.
Mr. Đặng.
Yes, I want to get it before this semester begins.
That's nice. When do you plan to take a driving test then?
I am taking it today.
Oh, really? How long have you been practicing?
I have been practicing for over a month.
Have you bought a car?
Not yet, but I am getting one if I pass the test today.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you so much, T and Dan. Good. Alright, so there we have it. Good reading, no problems with the dialogue. Nice reading today, well done. And next up we go to our Speak Out Loud. So here we have two sounds that we have to listen out for. So the first word is heard. Have you heard?
Heard. Today.
Okay. Then the next word is today.
Today.
Alright, after that turn. So that means you change direction. When you turn, you change direction. Turn around, for example. And yes, when you do your driving test, you have to know what all of these signs also on the road itself, what they mean. If you don't know what they mean, then you will fail your driver's test. Driver, so very rich people, they don't have to drive, they have their own driver. So they just let the driver take them all over the place. And burn something. Taken. Have you taken your driver's test? Have you taken it? And learn. Yes, you will need to learn. You will need to study. There are a lot of road signs. It doesn't matter which country you live in. There's going to be a lot of road signs you have to learn and rules of the road. And the last one is again. Again, you might have to, if you fail, you might have to do it again. Right, so let's read all the words out. So we'll start with you, please, Cole.
Yes. Heard. Today. Turn. Driver. Burn. Taken. Learn. Again.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And the names moving up and down. Let's now move to you, please, T. Please go ahead.
Yes. Hat. Today. Turn. Driver. Burn. Taken. Learn. Again.
Heard.
Good. Thank you, T. And Dan, you're next, Dan.
Yes. Heard. Today. Turn. Driver. Pun. Taken. Learn. Again.
Okay, nicely done. Thank you. And let's go to Min next. Min.
Oh, today, hunt, driver, fund, second, lunch, and.
Okay, thank you very much. Good. All right. I think you all did very well with the sounds. Let's just go through and look at some common mistakes that people might make is to use this sound as found in today, driver, taken, and again, it's like a sound, like a very short sound. It's fine for these words: today, driver, taken, and again. But the words that have been crossed out, they get this sound, which is very different. It's an sound. Heard, turn, burn, learn. Heard, turn, burn, and learn. Right. So you are going to take your driving test. Now I have to tell you, students, I am not a natural driver. In other words, I'm nervous. I'm a nervous driver. I don't like, driving is not something that just comes naturally, as we say. So when I had to take my driving test, I was very, very scared. I was very nervous. So anyway, so you're going to take yours. That is the context. There are three choices. First of all, you've just lost your driver's license. That's why you have to take it again. The second one, you failed a driving test 4 months ago, so you are very worried this time. You don't want to fail again. And the third one, ask for some advice on how to pass the test. Great. So you get to choose which of the three you want to do. 1, 2, or 3. So let's start with T. So T, which one do you choose?
Yes, I choose contact number 1. I just lost my driver license. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to take driving test to get another one. Can you tell me some advice?
Sure. Well, you know, you have been driving for a while, so I think the important thing is just to maybe get a phone app, or maybe just look on the internet. Just make sure you know all the road signs, and because, you know, sometimes they do add new ones. So I would just go over all of those things again. But I don't think you will have too many problems. Is there something about the driver's test that you are worried about?
Yes.
Are you worried about something?
Thank you for advice. Thank you, teacher. Yes.
So, okay. Thank you, T. So yes, for a driver, it should be quite easy to pass it because you've got all that experience. But having said that, and we all do this, sometimes we get bad habits. We develop bad habits. For example, right now, this is in my country. If you stop at a stop street and you go over the white line, in your driving test, if you go over the white line at a stop street, it's a fail. You get failed on the spot. So a lot of people, when they are driving, when they stop on the white line. So that becomes a habit. So yes, if you have to do your driver's license over, you're going to remember you are not allowed to do things like that if you want to pass. Dan, which one do you choose?
Yes, I choose contact number 3.
Okay, number 3. Hello, Dan. So I hear that you are getting ready to take your driving test. Is that true?
Yes, can you repeat? I can hear clearly.
Okay, let me try again. Is it a little bit better now? Can you hear me? Okay. I was saying, I hear that you are doing your driving test soon. Is that true?
Yes.
Let me see if I can you hear? Okay, let me try something quickly, Dan. Just hold on, please. Okay, is it any better now? Is it a little bit better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying, I hear you have to do your driving test. Are you ready for your driving test?
Yes, I am ready for driving test.
Okay. And do you know all the rules of the road? Do you know all the rules of the road? I'll just type it here. Do you know all the rules of the road?
I don't know the rule of the road.
You must learn all the rules of the road before you do your driving test.
Can you tell me about the rule of the road?
All right. Well, there are so many. So what you should do is go online on the internet and download them. All right, and make sure you study them every day, because you know all the rules of the road and also all the road signs. It's very important. So download. You can get an app for your phone as well. You can also get an app, and that can also help you to learn all the rules.
Yes, I can use a smartphone app to learn.
Yes, and just make sure before you do your driving test, you know all of those things, because they will ask you. They will ask you about the rules of the road and all the road signs. Okay, thank you, Dan.
Thank you, teacher.
Sorry about the sound. Thank you. I don't know what is going on with the sound. But anyway, let us continue. Min, you are next.
I choose contact 3.
Okay. Hello, Min. So I hear you have to do your driving test soon. How do you feel?
So I feel a little bit worried about my driving test. So can you give me some advice to how to pass this test?
Yes. Well, you know, Min, it's normal to be nervous, but the advice I will give you is you must be well prepared. So make sure you know the rules of the road, all the road signs, and also you need to be able to drive well and park. It's also important to know how to park properly, because you will be tested on your parking as well.
Okay. I will try to study on rule of the road. Try to practice
Yes.
more and more before
Yes.
my driving test.
Yes, and who are you practicing with? Do you have somebody that's helping you? Is someone helping you with your driving? Is there somebody in the car with you to help you?
I will ask my teacher who had taught me how to drive for the driving school. I will ask him to correct me when I have some problem, some failed.
Yes, that's a good idea. And the more practice you get, the better. So it's really important to practice, if you can, every single day, practice driving.
Yes.
Thank you, Min. All right. Now we have Kul. So Kul, which one do you choose?
Yes, I want to talk about contact number 2.
Number 2. Hello, Kul. So I heard that you are going to do your driving test again.
Yes, I failed a driving test 4 months ago. I am going retest again next week. I am very worried about this test. Could you tell me
Well, you know.
advice? Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, do you know all your road signs and also all the rules of the road?
Yes, I failed the rules of roads.
Okay. Well, then, are you practicing to drive Are you practicing to drive and also to park every day?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Do you have a driving school? Are you using a driving school?
Yeah. Yes, I usually driving at the school.
Okay. Well, try to have a lot of lessons, all right? Because the more practice you get, the better it will be for you. So it's really important to take as many lessons as you can before your test.
Yeah. I will try.
And then you will be fine. You will do fine. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you know all this, the theory part, all the rules and the road signs, and you can do the practical part. You can drive and you can park. Then you will be fine. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Thank you for the advice.
Thank you, Cole. Thank you. Well, I did not get my driver's license on the first time. The theory was easy for me. I've picked that up quickly, but I got so nervous. That was my problem. I got really nervous, and that counted against me. And the only thing you can do to try to help yourself with that is to practice a lot. So then you get more confidence in yourself. All right, so well done, all 4 of you that participated. Even though the sound wasn't great, you did really well. Let's go through the student assessment form. Dan, well done with your pronunciation. You need to practice your parking every day. Practice it. And I'm ready for don't forget your pronoun, my driving test. See, you did well. Just be careful with the word heard. More of an sound there, heard. Can you give me some advice, please? You would use that word. Can you give me some advice? You did nicely with your grammar. Then, good work as well. Be careful with the end sound of turn. I heard an S. It doesn't have an S. It's just turn. I'm worried because I'll be using a different car for my test. I'll be using a different car, and I'll try to study all the rules of the road. We need to use the determiner there, all the rules of the road. Cool, very good pronunciation, very, very clearly pronounced, well done. For how long have you been practicing your driving? Don't forget to use the word for at the beginning of that question. And I'm going to retake the test next week. So we'll talk about retaking a test. Just so you fail, you have to do it again. we retake it. You did very well with your grammar. So please take note of the corrections so that you can use it in the future, use the corrections in the future. Alright, so moving on to the homework slide. This is for everyone now. Students, please take note of the words we learned and see how you can if you can form your own sentences with these words. Alright, so if you take a word like heard, let's see if you can form a sentence with the word heard in it. This will test your grammar and it will really help you with that. So it's really a good idea to do that. And please do remember the sounds that we studied today. Good, so we have finished the lesson now, students. I'd like to thank you very much for your hard work. And thank you also, Fook, the assistant, for all of your notes. Are there any questions? No questions. Well then, thank you very much and have a lovely evening, everyone. All the best and goodbye. It's a pleasure. Bye-bye.